welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I'm finally bringing you a little review slash brand overview, if you will, of the Leahlani skincare line. So this is one that you guys were really excited to get launched on the website, and now that it finally has and has been around for a while, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a review. So I did hop on with one of the trainers for the Leahlani skincare line, so I'm going to relay the information the best I can to you, just maybe help you make a more informed decision or just get a good feel for the line at a glance. I did quickly want to mention all the products, they are water-free, which water can be like a really big breeding ground for bacteria as well as dilute products. So these are at the most high potency as well as not a breeding ground for bacteria. So that's really nice. Just something to keep in mind because you'll read on a lot of the first ingredients on skincare products is in fact water. Not in this case. All right. So let's just start with cleanser and then we will just go from there. I will chime in anything I need to mention. So first and foremost, let's start with the Honey Love. The Honey Love is a microdermabrasion exfoliator as well as a cleanser. So you are more than welcome to use this probably 1 to 2 times a week. It won't be your everyday cleanser. And I did also want to mention that this is the best for oily slash acne prone skin. Not that dry skins can't use it, just maybe use it a little bit more sparingly if that is the case. And if your skin is overly sensitive, maybe do a little bit of a patch test or try a sample of it in the meantime, because it does have these little spheres inside of it that help to exfoliate the skin, as well as different fruit enzymes and things like that that can exfoliate the skin. So first and foremost, like its namesake, this is a honey-based cleanser, and honey is a humectant. And what a humectant means is that it sort of like retains moisture. So things like this are really good to do in the shower because you have that humidity around you and it'll really help activate the honey. And it as well as completely antibacterial, which is why I think it's more geared for oily or acne prone skin. However, I have used this because it's a cleanser, exfoliator, and mask. It's sort of a 3-in-1. Goodbye to my earring. We'll just say farewell for now. Honey is antibacterial as well, so I think that's why it's best for those skin types. However, I really like using this as well because the humectant property of it, it's great for dry skin too. So I like using this for all three. I typically use it like a mask rather than a cleanser. And if you are having a hard time moving the honey around on the skin, just go ahead and wet your fingertips, help pull it around. I did want to mention though, it's called a microdermabrasion exfoliator. You're probably like, ooh, that is really harsh, scratchy. Oh, I don't want that, probably leaving cuts all over my skin. The microcrystals inside are actually round, so they're not gonna have any of those harsh edges that are going to scrape the skin at all. It's just gonna give a nice exfoliation to the skin. It is also formulated with with hibiscus, and hibiscus is actually known as the Botox plant, and we do also have a little lavender and chamomile in there, which is really nice for soothing the skin. So the Honey Love is really great for helping balancing the skin as well because of all the beautiful properties it has inside of it. Honey is just like a powerhouse ingredient. If it says honey, basically, I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? And that will run you $52. Formulated with local Hawaiian honey, by the way. Next up, we have the Colima Cleanser. This is the one that I gravitate towards, though it's a little bit interesting. Can't believe I actually use it because it's actually a coconut cream cleansing powder. Yes, it's a powder, so it is water activated. However, there are a lot of perks to products being water activated. For one, they have a longer shelf life, which is really, really nice. And two, this is formulated with vitamin C, which is really great for brightening the skin. However, vitamin C is its most potent in powder form. If it's a cream, it sort of dilutes it and it will sort of lose its potency over time. This is always going to be at its most potent until it comes in contact with the water in which you mix it. So you want to get it to that sort of moussey consistency and sort of put it all over the skin. It is also formulated with different clays. It has kaolin and bentonite clay. So it's really good for if you wear a lot of makeup, you want to get the grime out of the skin. And this is also formulated for everyone. The scent of it, I don't know how to describe it. Just really fresh. Like I'm getting that like vitamin C, like almost orangey kind of smell. But then also like a sweet, like chocolate smell. I don't know how to describe it. I'm so bad at describing scents, to be honest with you, but this is great. So you sort of just screw off the top, pour a little in the hands. Honestly, I like to take the water on my fingers and then I'll like drop it in. Otherwise, you sort of end up with a liquidy mess and you want it to be a little bit thicker than that. So you want it to be able to spread and like sort of exfoliate the skin with it. Not exfoliate really, but lightly, mildly. just sort of smear it around on the skin, if you will, deposit it all over. And if it's too liquidy, it's just not going to be right. So just really dab, dab, dab. A dab will do you in this case indefinitely. And you can see I've used quite a bit of it. You do not need too much product, which is really nice as well. And I really like using that as an evening cleanse. So again, the Colima is for all skin types. I have more dry skin. I don't find it's drying at all, even with those clays that's formulated in there, especially because you never let them dry. You know, it's just helping pull the grime out of the skin. And that is also $52. So let's move right into masks. That is it in the way of cleansers. Do what you will with those. I think the Colima is pretty good for just about everyone. Honey Love's nice if you want that extra exfoliating properties in it as well. So we have 3 mask options. First up is the Melly Glow, and this is to help plump and brighten the skin. This is the Illuminating Nectar Mask. So this is hyaluronic acid, and hyaluronic holds 1,000 times its weight in water, so it's really great for any sort of hydration retention. And all the masks come in like these really cute little jars. Did quickly want to mention they do also have a mask brush that retails for $18. Highly recommend those. It makes applying the mask a little easier, as well as a little more ritualistic, which is always very nice. This is also formulated with strawberry extract, which is very high in vitamin C. It has banana to soften the skin. It has passion fruit, acai oil, and then it has a mild AHA in there to exfoliate as well. So this is more for drier, mature skins because of that hyaluronic acid, because of that light exfoliation. And this is a mask that you can actually use daily. It is not too intense where you cannot, and this retails $52. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite products in the line. So probably my favorite product in the whole Leahlani lineup, at least from the ones that I've tried, is the mermaid mask. And you can see right there on the label it says super food for your skin. They call this sort of like the green smoothie a face mask. This is another one that you can use all day, every day. There's no such thing as too much, just for all skin types. And before you do apply it, go ahead and slightly dampen the skin because it does have honey in it as well. So it has that sticky texture. I like to sort of like mix it with a brush, then wet the face a little bit and go ahead and apply it, or maybe mist it with a hydrosol, which Leahlani has as well. It has this great vibrant green color, and that is from the organic spirulina and chlorella that is used in here. It's basically meant to like plump, detoxify, brighten. It sort of does a little bit of everything, and this is one of those masks that when you put it on and you take it off, you absolutely notice a difference. So I always appreciate that, and that is $38, which I think is pretty reasonable for how great it is and how often you can use it as well. Then the final mask is the Kokoleka mask. This is the Ritual Dessert Facial Mask. So I don't know if I'm getting things twisted with Colima over there, but this is the one that definitely smells like chocolate through and through because it's formulated with cacao. Oh my God, it smells so good. Bohemian Black Fango Clay, which is to help strengthen all of your skin cells. It does also have coconut charcoal in there as well. And this is the most detoxifying of the 3 masks. So again, more oily, acne-prone skin can definitely use this. However, if you don't really have a very oily skin, but you do get like a hormonal breakout, something like that, this is great to use like a spot treatment. I do only have a little travel size right here. I don't know if they sell the minis, but if they do, I'll include those down below as well. But the full size is $70. Yes, it's pricey, but again, it's a powder mask that activates, so it'll last a very long time, and the results with this are really nice as well. Though I have more dry skin when I use it, I do not think that it's overly drying, so I did want to relay that information to you. However, is this a mask I'm using as often as the mermaid mask or Melly Glow? No, I'm just not. Maybe once a week I would use something like this, or maybe once every 2 weeks if you have more of a dry, less problematic skin, but I wear a lot of makeup, so I like that sort of purge. Then let's move on to the Bless Balm. This is probably another one you guys are really familiar with. It's because it has this beautiful pink color. It has that beautiful baby pink color inside. And I love any of these sort of balms because they have a million different uses, which I think is so great. This could be used like a makeup remover, a moisturizer, and you could even use this on top of your regular moisturizer just as the last step to sort of seal everything in. You could use it as a lip balm on your cuticles, as an eye cream. It's formulated with blue tansy, so it has that really nice sweet yet earthy scent to it, and it does also have neroli, and neroli is a scent that that's really grown on me actually, and it is also incredibly anti-aging. So anything moisturizing is usually good for anti-aging. If you have more mature dry skin, definitely use this. However, this is something that all skin types can use because it is a non-comedogenic product, which means it will not clog the pores at all whatsoever, which is great. And it is formulated with only oils and butters. There's no any extra stuff that you don't need. It's all pure goodness for the skin, and I love using this, and I love that you get that rich, great hydration without any of your pores being clogged. So that is $54, another one of my favorites. I'll sort of run down my favorites at the very end, like my personal must-haves. Quickly, I'm going to go through the elixirs and the serums. This is the area where I have not exactly tried everything because they're not all geared to my skin type, and I don't need 45 serums in one day. But if there's anything you guys really want my personal opinion on, let me know. Of course I will try it for you. Just get some samples in my life over here. So elixirs, this is for your AM and PM moisture, and then serums are more of a targeted treatment. So I just have my notes here. If I'm looking down, it's just because I want to be as accurate as possible. So just keep that in mind. So first up, this is one for all skin types. This is one that I have yet to try, but I'm very curious about it when I was learning about it. So this is the Aloha Ambrosia. I think that's how you say it, or Aloha Ambrosia. I don't know why it's not rolling off my tongue, but either way, you guys know what I'm talking about. This is $56, and this is more designated to use in the AM because it is very light, great to use underneath makeup. It has aloe in there, which is incredibly calming, as well as this is something that you would use after your toner. So when you go ahead and spray the toner and you put it on top, toners sort of help with the absorption of products. That's why they're really important, and a product that I just love to use. I'm like all day long. Give me a little mist, give me a little mist, but especially before any of your elixirs. So that is the Aloha Ambrosia. Then we have the Mahina, and this is for more dehydrated skin, more mature skin, but definitely everyone can use it. So sometimes I was sort of asking her, like, if you had to pick, who would you sort of steer this to? But it really is open to everyone. But if you have more dehydrated, mature skin, this would be the one for you. And this is one to use more in the evening because it is more thick and rich. It does have prickly pear in there, which is like my buzzword. My skin really, really likes prickly pear. I think it's a beautiful, highly, highly potent ingredient. And it does also have marula oil, and marula oil is known as the elixir of youth, and that's why you see it so much in a lot of your green beauty skincare routine. That is a really nice one as well. Then we have my pick, the one that I use the most regularly. This is for more dry and sensitive skin. My skin is not particularly sensitive, but it is definitely on the dry side. This is to help soothe and balance the skin. So if you have any type of rosacea, this is really nice to use. It says happy hour for your skin on there, which is really, really cute. This product is also formulated with tea, so it's incredibly calming, and you can actually use this underneath your eyes, and that tea will do a brightening effect as well. Of course, all of your skin, but if you really want to like soup this up a notch, put this underneath your elixir. That is sort of how you get it up to like 100,000. You get the most moisture, the most calming, the most benefits of anything that you use. And you can use this both morning and evening, but it is definitely a thicker oil. Having dry skin, I have no problems wearing this underneath makeup as long as I give it a second to sort of sink in. Finally, we have the Siren Serum. Siren Serum is to help brighten and liven the skin. It's formulated with sea buckthorn, another one of my favorites. It's very high in vitamin C, so it's good for moisture and brightening. It's great for hyperpigmentation as well because the vitamin C in there, like I already said. And then this product does penetrate deeper at night, so they do recommend using this in the PM, and that is $48. So that's $48, and the Champagne Serum's $38. Aloha Ambrosia is, I don't know why that's coming out so weird, but you guys know what I mean, $56. Quick run through of the toners. Like I said, toners are really nice because they help the product to penetrate the skin. They all have an aloe base, which is very nourishing and healing as well. And then, like I said, underneath your serums and elixirs, that's sort of the routine. Cleanse, tone, moisturize, baby. So they have two different toners, and one is the Bohemian Ruby, which is for more sensitive and dry skin, but anyone can use it. And then we have the Citrus and Citrine, which they recommend for more oily, acne-prone skin. And both of these they encourage using, they call it Aloha Alchemy. So sort of mix all your products together. If you want to take a dab of mermaid mask, pump a champagne serum, mix it all together, put it all over your face. These are all formulated to absolutely work together in perfect harmony, so do not be afraid to do that. That's how some people make some of their favorite concoctions, which I think is kind of fun. You know, do a little alchemy in the sink if you want to do, if you want to spray some toner in your mask as well. Sometimes I don't even like to let my mask dry, just spray it with the toner as to not dry out my skin. You could do that too, but that's sort of a big thing that they encourage in the line. And I wanted to wrap everything up. Oh, by the way, both of the toners are $46. And I did want to wrap everything up with the latest launch. You would have heard it in my What's New video, and that is the Bless Aromatherapy Essence. So this is vegan and cruelty-free, as well as gluten-free, of course. The scent that it's supposed to encapture is that of like fresh rain falling over citrus groves. It has formulated with citrus blossoms and sweet tansy. And if that, you're like, oh, that sounds familiar, that is because it is it's not the name, it is the namesake, but it's also the scent sake of the Bless Balm, which is a scent that I really love, that a lot of people love, which is why they made it into an entire aromatherapy essence. The tansy is just known for being a super calming ingredient. Oh, and it smells so nice. It's like the perfect fragrance because it's not overly potent, it's not overly sweet, it's not overly fresh, it's not overly fruity. It's sort of the perfect in-between. It's not too earthy either. So if you really love that scent, they now have it as aromatherapy essence. I do think it's meant to be used like a fragrance as well as just to help ease, calm, and reduce stress, which is always really, really nice. So if that scent does something for you, that's a new product that you could check out. And that is it, you guys. I know it's a lot of information to sort of put out there. I do the best that I can. I will try to leave like a little bit of a note section in the description box down below. If there's anything that I didn't cover, please feel free to check out the product description so you could see all the ingredients as well as the description from Leahlani themselves. They always do a great job at that on any of the product listings on the Integrity Botanicals website if you're curious. I will include ingredients if they fit. If not, again, they're under all product listings. But while you're down there checking out all the products, checking out all the info that I always leave for you guys down there, please do be sure to check us out on our social media. I link them down below, every single video. So if you're missing it, take a peek. We are everywhere. I want to say hi to you guys elsewhere. But most importantly, big thumbs up and subscribe because I do upload on this channel twice weekly and I don't want you guys to miss it. If you have any video suggestions, any skincare products you want me to try, as always, I want your feedback. That's the number1 thing I'm after over here. All right, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the continued love and support, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.